Hey everyone, I'm putting together this freezer meal and I figured I'd record while I'm doing it so that you guys can get an idea of what I'm doing. So these are freezer French toast sticks. So the recipe that I use calls for 4 eggs, 1 cup of powdered sugar, half cup of milk, half cup of maple syrup, half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then 12 thick sliced breads or Texas toast sliced bread. I used whole wheat bread because it's what I usually use when I make French toast. And then 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter, which is optional, and I am not using that. So you start off by cutting your slices of bread. If you're using a thicker bread, you can cut it into 4. Because I'm using the whole wheat, I cut them into 3 pieces so they're thicker. And then what I used, I did the 4 eggs. We did the 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract and then half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and the half cup of milk. I didn't use the powdered sugar and I didn't use the maple syrup because we're going to be using maple syrup anyways, and I don't want to add extra sugar onto it. So I kind of made like a little station here. So I got my bread all sliced up. I got the egg already mixed, and then I'm just dumping them into this cookie sheet. And what I did was I put down aluminum foil, and then I took olive oil, cooking spray, and then I just put like a thin layer. I didn't go crazy with the oil. I just wanted to prevent it from sticking when I put it in the oven. And I have my oven preheating right now to 425. So I'm literally just dumping these. My hands are clean. Make sure your hands are clean. Dump them on each side. You don't want to do too much of the batter because then they'll be too soggy. And I'm just putting them in the cookie sheet. So I'm going to go through all of my eggs, like all through my bread, and see how much egg I have left. I might cut up a little bit more, but I'm hoping that I only have to do 1 batch. So I am going to do that. And once that is done, what you want to do is you're going to throw them in the oven for, let's see, the recipe calls for 10 minutes. And then the whole purpose of the butter that the recipe is calling for is so that you can melt it and then put like a little wash over it and then turn them and put them back in. So kind of like to crisp them up. I'm not going to do the butter because I don't feel that it's necessary. So you bake them for 10 minutes and then an additional 5 to 10 minutes until they're golden brown. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep dipping these and throwing them on my cookie sheet. And then I'm going to put them in the oven once it's all preheated. After I take them out of the oven, I'm going to let them cool down. And once they're cool, I'm going to throw them in the freezer so that I can flash freeze them for at least an hour or more. And once they're pretty solid, I'm just going to put them in a freezer bag. And I am going to have homemade French toast available for me in my little one. Oh, that wasn't. So we're going to have homemade French toast. And then once you decide to make them, you can just take out as many as you want, throw them in a microwave safe container, and then you can microwave them between 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your microwave temperature. Some recipes call for a minute, but I think that's too much, and you don't want to overcook them because then the bread will get all hard and that won't be enjoyable. But just play around with the time. I say 10 to 15 seconds because I think that's good. And that's it. Easy, homemade, healthy for you, no preservatives. Can't go wrong with it. So I suggest you give it a try and let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.